Well, thank you so much, Paul and Gary, for such kind words, and welcome to you all. What a tent full of sparkling, wonderful friends of Derryfield School. I especially want to notice the faculty who are here because, as my mom, a longtime school person, says, all good teachers have butterflies the day before school. And in fact, really, in our family, we say all of August. And so to be here means so much. And I see that there's a former head here, Mark Hurlbut, who is back, and I'm honored by Mark's presence as well. So thank you. And I want to thank and have you all notice that I am so blessed to have family here. One of Derryfield's core values is family, and I have Carters and Halpins and my wonderful husband, Chris, and I'm very blessed. So, thank you. So again, I do want to echo what Paul said. I mean, thanking the DeWitts and thanking Gary and Meg and thanking the Lockwoods for all their gifts, which are making this amazing, vibrant change that's really inspiring the kids so much happen. And the kids are so delighted at the small things. They dragged me out yesterday to see the benches that went in front. And they're just so thrilled, and it's such an affirmation of them and how important they are to us. And they really see these gifts as gifts to them. And so I just would love to recognize those people who are making that possible. So this is indeed a very special event, but you know, it's not without its humor. One aspect of this event that I find hilarious is that my colleagues keep referring to this as the installation of the solar panels and the installation of Mary. And I love being equated with an alternative energy source. And I love the whole notion that I'm basically being equated with an appliance, really. And I think that's important to keep one humble and very helpful. So despite being treated as the solar panel's twin, I am quite honored by this event, and definitely honored to have been chosen to lead Derryfield. This is the fulfillment of a dream of mine. I can think of few jobs that are as rewarding as being able to lead a school. And what a school this is. We all feel so proud of Derryfield today, and we have made this. Really, almost everyone who's in this tent, I can almost name things they have done to make this the finest day school in the state of New Hampshire. Every year we get better at fulfilling the mission. And this is the mission, to remind those of us who need the reminder. The Derryfield School inspires bright, motivated students to be their best and provides them with the skills and experiences needed to be valued, dynamic, confident, and purposeful members of any community. Our graduates tell us that they were held to high standards and that they felt supported in striving for those standards. To quote one of our most experienced teachers, Bruce Burke, the message is consistent. We will love the child. She or he will have to work through disappointments and challenges, but we are committed to doing what we say we are going to do. Love the child every day. The faculty recognize that every student's intelligence is not the same flavor. To ignite the passions of each learner, we put different courses, activities, global trips, sports, arts, internships, clubs, service in their paths. This personalized approach transforms every child every year. So, if the present is so good, how do you make the future better? We are charged, all of us really, not just me, with bringing Derryfield to its next level of excellence. So how do we reinterpret the mission for 2013? Here's what we know. Challenges and opportunities like technology, climate change, biomedical research, and globalization make the rate of change faster than our ability to forecast or predict. Therefore, we must prepare students for a future that we cannot know. In addition, we know that every community, every state, every country needs moral, creative leaders. So let's plan backward from what we'd like to see. What if we aimed to prepare students to be able to write these chapters in 21st century history? The end of climate change, the end of poverty, the end of childhood disease, the end of injustice, the end of armed conflict. What kind of a school would we need to do that? I've listened to many, many important people and special people in the Derryfield community. Students, alumni, parents, faculty, staff, and trustees. And here's what they think we should do. I'm going to identify 4 initiatives and 2 or 3 ideas that relate to each one. And I hope that you listen and you note those that appeal to you, because we are going to need your help to make them a reality. First, make Derryfield a leader in creating leaders. Produce graduates who take responsibility for solving vexing problems and join with others to achieve worthy aims for the common good. And by leadership, we could interpret it broadly to embrace different styles of leadership, including leading by example, leading by competence, leading by diligence. Cultivate leadership qualities, independence, initiative, the ability to marshal a team, and a sense of global citizenship. Plan each student's experiential learning and special academic opportunities with the intent of developing leadership qualities and compassion for others. 2, strengthen the Derryfield community and make it a center of educational excellence. Develop exemplary programs in STEM, global studies, writing, and environmental studies. Share teaching knowledge with aspiring teachers and with teachers in other schools, particularly our friends and colleagues in public schools that are underfunded. Attract, develop, and pay our faculty well. Build community and to provide a place for alumni and parents of alumni and retired faculty and staff so that all always belong to Derryfield. 3, build Derryfield's renown and financial security. Institutionalize marketing. We've made such gains this year, but make it really permanent so that Derryfield has a highly regarded name to attract stellar and diverse families. We need to change from a gem too hidden to a New England gem. Reduce tuition dependence with endowed scholarships and endowed chairs and auxiliary revenue. And 4, improve facilities. Our facilities, though getting better and better, still don't match our programming quality. We need to update and expand spaces that limit teaching and learning and coaching. We need to upgrade the safety and security of the campus. And we need to build spaces for what could be. We never imagined when planning the Gateway building that we'd have events like this under a glorious tent. We never imagined planning the turf field that we'd have an event like we're having this fall when the British national men's lacrosse team, which is coached by a Derryfield alum, is going to play a fabulous weekend of exhibition games against Dartmouth and UMass's varsity athletes on our field. Wonderful facilities make things happen that you never could imagine. Together, we are all of us, part of a cohort whose responsibility is to build up Derryfield at this particular moment in time. That is how great nonprofit institutions are made, when people recognize that this is the time for us to carry the weight. This is the time for us, to use a different metaphor, grab the baton in the relay race. So that not just for the young people who are here now, but the young people who will be here in years to come. We need to muster our energy and our skills and our treasure to lift Derryfield to the next vision of excellence. Trustee Bill Zorn said to me recently, investing in Derryfield students is an investment in society. By virtue of their talent and education, he described, our students have the potential to be great leaders, and that is so true if we cultivate Derryfield. Independent schools and our sister institutions, liberal arts colleges, are sometimes criticized for not being the real world. I fully reject that notion. I believe that it is critical to raise young people in places of civility and enlightenment and humanity. The best schools imbue students with knowledge and skills, with character and grit, but also with a vision of what should be. The meaning of this work is immense, and the opportunity, well, we have the chance to take a thriving school and build it into a New England gem. The world needs talented, educated, compassionate leaders. Let's build a program that intentionally develops them. I promise you that if you join in this effort, it will be among the most meaningful and enjoyable service that you will do in your career. Thank you so much for coming tonight, and let us celebrate on.